Hey everyone, happy Wednesday, happy card reading day. I hope you're doing well. I have moved. I am exhausted if you can't tell. I feel like it's like never ending unpacking and moving, but big stuff is done. And there's always like different hurdles and like being out of my routines and like just shifting and changing environments. It's very uprooting, right? It's very challenging on the root chakra, just my physical body, and like it's just a lot, right? And usually it like gives me like so much anxiety and I can like shut down, and there's just like a lot going on. But I feel like this one went a little bit better. I handled myself a little bit better. I'm recovering a little bit better. And I definitely attribute that to like the healing work that I've done and the somatic practices. Oops, someone dropped it. Somatic practices and energetic practices that like I've really like created more of like safety and like home. So when even things are like uprooted, yes, things are off and things are a little more hectic, but I feel like I'm able to recover a little more easily. So I share a lot of that in my Creating Safety course. So if you're interested in that, definitely let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to DM me or check it out more in the link in my bio. And yeah, summer solstice. Oh my gosh, it was the solstice the other day. So lots of energy, also perfect time for an energy reading. So let me know if you have any questions about that too. And otherwise, let's just get to our card reading and allow yourself to be grounded, however that looks like for you. I definitely, have all my crystals unpacked, one of the first things. And ask yourself what you want guidance on today and set an intention for how you want to receive these messages, like what's right for you, and receiving them in the way that makes sense for you. I'm setting the intention that I'm a clear channel and a clear vessel and gift you these messages exactly the way you are meant to hear them. Whatever day you're listening to this, whatever you need guidance on, and then decide if you're going to be group A or group B. Okay? Let's see, group A being called over here. I love this one. Okay, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. I love this one, especially around like the solstice. I really feel like it's like a refresh and a new beginning, and a lot of newness and a lot of freshness. So with that though, just like with with me moving too, like yes, there can be a lot of like excitement, and yes, there can be a lot of possibilities, but that also can bring up a different like fear aspect that you're not expecting, because again, you're being uprooted when you're starting something new and you're birthing something new. There's no like foundation, there's no grounding yet. So you're kind of like in that phase where like I'm like excited, and there's this freshness and there's this newness and like this beauty, and it feels like really good. But there is also a little bit of that like shadow side of like fear of like, but maybe there's like too many possibilities, or like what is this going to look like, or like questioning a lot of things. So because it's unclear, right? So this is just like a reminder to really like focus on like your mission and focus on your purpose and focus on like the beauty, but also like not ignore that shadow side. It seems like you kind of want to like push it away and be like, but no, like this is a good thing, and like keep like reminding yourself this is a good thing, and like it is and like you're headed in the right direction, but also like allowing in space for that other part of you so you can find a new grounding. Because if you ignore it down the road, like you're never gonna I feel like, not that it's like gonna crumble, but I feel like you do need like that foundation. You do need to ask yourself those questions and like look at that fear and like look at the practicalness and like rooting parts. Like they can't be ignored in this process. Okay, so I'm trying to see what else I'm getting. And whatever you're asking for, like it looks like it has like expansiveness and beauty, but you almost can't look like too far ahead. Like of course you want like a goal in mind, or like wherever you're looking for, like what you want to do, but you also can't look like too far ahead. You kind of need to focus on like where you are now. And again, like creating, it is a lot of like, I feel like root chakra, like creating that foundation with your vision, like have the longer vision, but also close in, right? Like sometimes we want to look a year ahead, but also look like a month ahead or 3 months ahead. Like don't bypass this part, I guess is what I'm getting at. Like don't bypass like what needs to be done now and what needs to be looked at now for you to be able to get to the next part. Okay, so there is a lot of like envisioning, there is a lot of birthing, but there is also a lot of rooting. There is like a root chakra work here to look at too, right? So like that fear, that like laying down the foundation, looking at that and not ignoring that as well. But yeah, like what, you know, it feels good and it feels expansive and it feels like you're on the right track. Just, yeah, not letting that like be in the excitement, but not letting the excitement like turn to anxiety, because they're very similar emotions and physiologically in the body. So making sure to look at all aspects of it. Okay. So just making sure you get the foundation down and not ignoring that part, because then it's going to be able to allow this idea or this creation or this possibility to expand even more and even better. Okay. But like needs to go in stages. Okay. So you're like the beginning, but very beautiful. Love that card for you. Okay. Group B, and let me know like what you're birthing, what you're creating. Okay. Group B, Minkatan. I always mess up how to say this. Mintaka, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Okay. So with this one, I'm definitely getting a sense of kind of like loneliness, kind of unsure of things working out, or unsure of finding a new either partner or a new group of people. You're kind of feeling like past like community or past things like aren't necessarily like fitting for you right now. And so I'm sensing this sense of like loneliness, right? And of course you're like longing for home, belonging, but so it looks like you're like, yeah, I don't want you to get caught in the loneliness, because there are like other possibilities for you. There are other groups, there are the communities that are like you and looking for you too. So like you will get to that next stage. It seems like you kind of feel like stuck right now, which is okay, you know, like it like you're allowed to like, there is like that period of like when you're moving into a lot of newness and root chakra stuff today. There is like that void, that in between space before you get to the next place, right? So just like acknowledge that you're kind of like shifting and you're kind of changing, and just allow yourself to like be with that and allow yourself to like feel those emotions, but also know, like, don't get stuck there too long. Also know that like there is community out there for you. And it is also like, it seems like you are in this void and this in between. So there isn't like a vision of like, if you like need to move, or like where your new community is, or like what that looks like. It's kind of very like vague right now. Like you're not going to know, but also there's like this loneliness is coming, because I feel like there's like, you know, it's like been springtime and summertime and people are like doing a lot of things, and like, you know, people get outside more, and these things that you used to do, you're kind of like I'm not sure if I want to do that anymore, or that doesn't feel as exciting to me anymore. And you're kind of like more in like a like wanting to isolate yourself. So I get that, and allow yourself to like be in that phase, and allow yourself to like be figuring out like the next part for you. And it kind of seems like you're going to be figuring out, you have to try, like you're going to have to like try new things, it seems like, to figure out like what that next step is, because you know it's all hazy right now. So you're slowly going to have to like try new things or meet new people to be like, oh yeah, I kind of liked that, but I didn't like that. Because like right now you're like, this old isn't fitting, but I have no idea where I want to go, right? And so allow yourself to like be in that space. Don't judge it, don't hate it. Like it is part of the process, which I know you're probably like rolling your eyes at me right now, because it's like not fun to hear. But allow it. And then also when and where you can, try different things, even if it's things that like you don't think that you would like or don't think that fit you, but it's going to help you like find the new community. It's going to help you find your new like passions. It's going to help you find like a new like reigniting of your light, kind of, because right now you're kind of just like, I'm not sure, like I don't know, right? And that's okay too. So like allow yourself to be there and don't put all these expectations on yourself to be like doing all these different things or like trying to make the past feel like it did. Like allow yourself to be in this stage and then slowly see if you can try different or new things, or you know, switching things up and like doing things a little differently, and that eventually will help clear up the phase and the fog for you. So taking the pressure off yourself, the judgment, the anxieties, the confusion, like just allow yourself to like be with yourself in that space, and yeah, know that the next phase is coming for you. So both cards, a lot of like root chakra uprooting, birthing something new, creating something new, finding something new. So group A, it seems like you like know what it is and like ready to go and like that, and you need to kind of like set your foundation. And group B, it's kind of like my foundation is kind of like uprooting and like I don't know where to go. So both are okay, both are fine, both are good. Like allow yourself to be in that space. And yeah, if you have any questions, or let me know how it resonates with you. If you want any more guidance of like what these paths and possibilities look like for you, definitely shoot me a DM. Happy to connect with you. And otherwise, have a great week, and I'll see you next week.